I genuinely don't know what to say. These IEMs are good. I'm really excited because I got sent a product for the first time today. So thank you to Kiwi Ears for sending me this and reaching out to me. But I made it very clear with them, I have to be honest, because I think it's genuinely stupid to review a product and glaze it no matter if it's good or bad. I got sent the Kiwi Ear Singolo. These are very interesting. It took me a minute to find out what I really wanted to say about them. Not that they're bad. They're not even close to bad. I just had to figure out like who they are for. Also, a quick note, I do not do specs. I don't talk about all the nerdy stuff behind any of the gear I do unless it really stands out and really makes a difference for the normal user. I want to make videos for people that don't, not that they don't care about that stuff, but they want the benefits of it without knowing how it works. And so I'm just talking about my experience. If you like this kind of review, please consider subbing. Once I hit 1,000 subs, I can start monetizing my videos and make money off of ad revenue. So I need to pay off my student debt, and I was gonna, use YouTube to help me with that just a little bit. My first impressions were a bit weird. I was planning on coming into this comparing it to the Truth Ear Zero Blues. They're very similar price ranges and critical tune, both of them. So I knew they were going to be a little bit similar, but I did not realize how similar. There's 3 main differences that I did find with these compared to the other headphones. If you didn't watch that, I'll card it somewhere, but I'm sure you don't care because you're here for this. 3 main differences I found: comfort, bass, and soundstage. And I'll get into that more later in the video. I'll break down each section. First, I'm going to talk about bass though. The Singolo has a lot heavier of a bass. It's some nerdy shit in them. I watched Critical's video about it. There's some nerd shit in these that make it kind of pretty cool. Okay, it's pretty cool. It's not like muddy or overwhelming like, the fucking skull candies when we were growing up. It's a good balance, but it's just very prevalent in a good way. It makes the whole mix kind of feel more expensive than the Zero Blue, and it is, but not by too much. Now we're gonna get into who they're for, and this does tie into the 3 differences. Okay, so I think I finally nailed down what the actual difference is, and it's just for 2 different types of people. If you mainly want to play competitive FPS games, I think I would recommend the Truth Ear Zero Blue. And it's not because there's a massive difference or anything. The Truth Ear Zero Blues just have a little bit better positional accuracy, I think. And you can really just hear the footsteps a lot more clear. If you're more of an average gamer, you just want to throw something in your bag for the Steam Deck or some shit, these are like perfect. These are nice. They're pretty cheap. I mean, I think I saw them on Amazon for $60 right now, and they sound really good. They really just don't do anything wrong. And that's kind of why I was struggling to do the review, because there's nothing really bad about them, but there's nothing excellent compared to the Zero Blue that I was kind of expecting. I guess you could say the bass is, and actually, I lied. There is something excellent compared to the Zero Blue, and this was a big surprise. Zero Blue and all the other IEMs that I've tried have been super uncomfortable. I think this is a problem that a lot of people have with IEMs. That's why they don't buy them. But the Singolo are way more comfortable than the Zero Blue. When I first used the Truth Ears, I feel like my ear holes had a rough night with Johnny Sins. It was weird. Okay, it was weird. My ear holes felt weird. It was so bad that I had to buy aftermarket ear tips for them, which I still really like, and I wish they fit these, but they don't. The Singolo fits a lot more naturally. It just like goes in easier. I didn't have to do the trick where you pull up your ear and stuff. And it never really slipped. Even with the aftermarket ear tips, sometimes I would get slipping with the Zero Blues, and that's probably just a sign I need to clean my ears. But that's besides the point. These are just always staying in, and that really matters when I'm using these while I work, or I'm editing a video, or in the middle of a game and they start slipping out. Like, that does make a big difference, and you can just keep them in longer without it hurting. I mean, please. The Zero Blue don't do that to me anymore, but when I first had them, those ear tips at first, it was a bit of a problem. Now, for the music enjoyers, I fucking hate music. Couldn't be me. I'm gonna tell you, these are definitely great for modern genre. They've got like the punchy bass. Now they can handle all the modern stuff pretty well. Hip hop, R&B, fucking house music, whatever. Even some soundtracks are really good. I listened to part of the Dune soundtrack where it gets really bassy, and that was pretty fun to listen to through these. It's really good for like an energy sound, but not really for like a detail sound. I tried to listen to Nujabes, for example, which I'm actually wearing the sweatshirt right now. It just felt a little bit flatter than I was hoping. And I wasn't expecting that because on the Truth Ears, it didn't really feel like that for any sort of music genre. But for these, I really could tell a difference. But if you only listen to modern music or you're just using these for games, you're chilling. You want a little TLDR, okay? Singolo, basically a bass heavier, more comfortable version of the Truth Ear Zero Blue. If you want competitive games, Zero Blue, casual music, Singolo wins. I mean, it's that easy. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. As always, I will have the Truth Ear Zero Blues, ear tips, and the Singolos linked below in the description. Some of them are going to be my Amazon affiliate link. Oh, yeah, thank you. If you click that link, I really appreciate it. I don't even have to buy anything. You can just look, you just look and use the link. This, it's whatever. All right. Bye-bye.